Examination 6. This section of the examination tests your understanding of spoken English. The listening section has 3 parts. There are 50 questions. Mark all your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do not make any stray marks on the answer sheet. If you change your mind about an answer, erase your first answer completely. Listening test, Part 1. In this part, you will hear short conversations. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the answer which means about the same thing as what you hear, or what is true based upon what you hear. For example, listen to the conversation.
Have you tried the new coffee shop on the corner?
Not yet, but I've heard it's nice. Let's check it out.
The correct answer is B. For problems 1 through 17, mark your answer on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 1.
Well, he's 40 minutes late, and I, for one, want to go and eat something.
Might as well.
Number 2.
There were some inconsistencies in the defendant's account of the crime.
Yes, but I hardly think we could find him guilty for that reason alone.
True, so let's look at the other evidence.
Number 3.
Ellie told me that Ryan had popped the question when they were in Rome.
And?
She turned him down.
Number 4.
Someone told me Sergio's selling that car of his. I wonder how much he's asking for it.
It'll cost you an arm and a leg, if you ask me. It's his pride and joy. Number 5.
I thought Rodrigo didn't like Henrietta.
He doesn't, but she crashed his party, and he didn't find out for hours.
So that's why I saw her there.
Number 6.
How's the big move coming along? It's tomorrow, isn't it?
There simply aren't enough hours in the day, Jack. I didn't believe I could have so much stuff in an apartment as small as this. Number 7.
We could drop in on Casper. He lives only 3 blocks from here.
Good idea. Maybe we should call first, though. He might be busy.
Do you have his number?
Number 8.
It says to take 1 pill every 8 hours.
I think it's been only 6 since the last. If you don't do exactly what it says on the bottle, you're asking for trouble.
Sorry, I thought it was already time.
Number 9.
So, I've decided to raise my offer by 1,000, and let's see if he can resist that.
Don't hold your breath. There are plenty of other offers out there.
Wait and see.
Number 10.
How was the game?
We were beaten. In fact, our whole performance left a lot to be desired.
There's always next time.
Number 11.
What did you think of the movie?
It was okay until the end, which was a little weak, I thought.
Really? I thought that it had great intensity throughout, and the ending had an original twist.
Number 12.
I thought you said that you'd lost your keys.
Yes, but they eventually turned up. I was worried I'd have to get all the locks replaced. That would have cost the earth.
Number 13.
Well, what about this apartment? Overlooking the park, close to your work. It may be a little small, but
It's got many things I like, but it lacks the space I need.
you're not tempted then? Not even a little?
Number 14.
How did it go last night with Gretchen?
Well, I waited outside the theater for an hour and then realized she'd stood me up.
That's too bad.
Number 15.
It's now over 20 minutes since they cleared the dishes, and we're still waiting for the check.
Maybe we should get up and complain.
I don't really want to make a scene.
Number 16.
You're not really going to keep that car, are you, after all the trouble it's given you?
You bet. Number 17.
Are you going to get that new stereo?
I'd get it right now if I had the money, but work's dried up recently, and maybe I won't be able to do it this year.
See where you are in a few months' time and take it from there.
End of part 1. Part 2. In this part of the test, you will hear a question. From the 3 answer choices given, choose the one which best answers the question. Example.
Let's agree to meet at 7:30 then.
The correct answer is A. For problems 18 through 35, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. No problems can be repeated. Please listen carefully. Do you have any questions? Number 18.
I'd like to leave this file for Jenny.
Number 19.
Can I give you a hand with that?
Number 20.
Well, considering it was rush hour, I think you made good time.
Number 21.
Did you move those papers that were on my desk?
Number 22.
What's he been up to lately?
Number 23.
How was your voyage?
Number 24.
Excuse me, sir. I don't suppose you'd got the time by any chance?
Number 25.
Were you waiting on the platform long?
Number 26.
Why is she carrying on like that?
Number 27.
How about taking in a movie?
Number 28.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Number 29.
So, did you manage to catch the 10 o'clock train?
Number 30.
Would you like me to pick something up from the deli on my way?
Number 31.
Can you tell me again what your hours are?
Number 32.
Where's that dog gone? It was right here just a moment ago.
Number 33.
Guess what? Emily's back from Argentina. I ran into her in the supermarket.
Number 34.
Have you checked us out yet?
Number 35.
Why'd you stay so late?
End of Part 2. Part 3. In this part, you will hear 3 short segments from a radio program. The program is called Learning from the Experts. You will hear what 2 different radio guests have to say about 3 different topics. Each talk lasts about 2 minutes. As you listen, you may want to take notes to help you remember information given in the talk. Write your notes in this test booklet. After each talk, you will be asked some questions about what was said. From the 3 answer choices given, you should choose the one which best answers the question according to the information you heard. Remember, no problems can be repeated. For problems 36 through 50, mark your answers on the separate answer sheet. Do you have any questions? Segment 1. One of the oldest unanswered questions that confront us is whether there is life on other planets. Uncertainty remains even for the planets and moons of our own solar system. Martin Smith reports,
Although there are certainly no little green men living in our solar system, there are many places that might harbor more primitive life. Many astronomers now believe that life is likely to evolve wherever the conditions are right. This means that there could be life in worlds that might appear to be very different to the Earth, including several in our solar system. Jenny Hill?
Traditionally, the main candidates for life in the solar system are Mars, Europa, and Titan. Out of all the planets in the solar system, Mars is most like Earth. Although it is probably mostly too cold for life to exist on its rocky surface, it could exist underground or near the hydrothermal vents on the planet's surface. A hydrothermal vent is a spout of warm, nutrient-rich water that comes out of a crack in the ground. On Earth, such vents harbor many simple life forms.
Europa is a cold, icy moon that orbits Jupiter. Although it appears so bleak, scientists believe that underneath its surface there may be a huge underground ocean, which could be heated up by the tidal forces caused by the immense gravitational pull of Jupiter. An ocean like this would be a very plausible place for life to evolve and survive, even despite its lack of light.
Titan is the largest moon of Saturn. It has a thick orange atmosphere which contains a lot of nitrogen and methane, and thus has a very similar composition to Earth's atmosphere at the time that life began here. It is, however, very cold, and so it seems unlikely that life could evolve there now. Nevertheless, in the past, Titan was probably much warmer, and if life had evolved then, it might have survived somewhere beneath the planet's surface.
One other possible location of life in the solar system has recently emerged. It is another moon of Saturn, the much smaller but equally cold Enceladus. Enceladus has an atmosphere due to gases coming from cracks in the surface near its south pole, nicknamed tiger stripes. Most of the gas is water vapor, strongly suggesting that liquid water lies beneath the moon's icy surface. Over the last year or two, it has been discovered that these gases also include methane and nitrogen, which means that Enceladus contains all the ingredients necessary for the development of life. In fact, some scientists now believe that if there is any life in the solar system apart from on Earth, then Enceladus is the most likely place for it to be.
Number 36. What do astronomers believe about life on other planets in our solar system? Number 37. What does the speaker say about hydrothermal vents? Number 38. What does the speaker say about Europa? Number 39. What does the speaker say about Titan? Number 40. What does the speaker say about Enceladus? Segment 2.
Doctors get an idea about your state of health from numerous sources. One of them, you may be surprised to hear, is your hands. Jane Storch reports.
Throughout history, it has often been thought that you could tell much about someone from their hands. Practitioners of palmistry, for example, believe that the shape and features of a person's hands give clues to their character and what might happen to them in the future. Less controversially, but perhaps also less well known, an examination of someone's hands can also provide a good insight into their state of health. Carl Lennox.
When you visit a doctor, they will often greet you by shaking hands. This is, of course, a traditional greeting, but a simple handshake can also give a doctor a considerable amount of information about your health. If your hands are hot or sweaty, it might indicate that you are anxious, but it might also indicate that you have a problem with your glands. If your hands shake, this could indicate a variety of problems. You might have Parkinson's disease or be an alcoholic, but then it could also be merely something you've inherited.
A doctor may also take a close look at your hands, since there is much that they can reveal. Tobacco stains on your fingers are a sure sign that you're smoking. Many patients, aware of the health risks of smoking, may try to conceal their habit from a doctor, but the state of their fingers can often be a giveaway.
Your hands can also say a lot about the state of your liver. One characteristic sign of liver disease is the reddening of the skin on your palms, usually on the opposite side of your hand from your thumb. Another is the spider nevus, a visible central capillary with several other fine blood vessels branching off from it, a little like a spider's legs. Neither of these signs necessarily means you have liver disease, but if you have both together, or several spider nevi, then your doctor might well investigate further.
Your fingernails can also reveal a lot about your health. If you have lines or ridges running across your nails, you have probably had some kind of illness quite recently. A doctor is even able to estimate when the illness occurred. Since nails grow at about 1 millimeter every week, the doctor simply measures the distance from the line to the nail bed and calculates how long ago you were ill.
Number 41. What does the speaker say can be learned from the shape of people's hands? Number 42. According to the speaker, why do doctors shake hands? Number 43. What does the speaker say about smoking? Number 44. What does the reddening of the hands mean to a doctor? Number 45. What can a doctor work out from horizontal ridges on a person's fingernails? Segment 3. A team of American scientists has recently discovered a long-lost ancient text hidden between the lines of a prayer book from the Middle Ages. Lucy Landau reports.
It is an unfortunate fact of human history that many academic works of great cultural importance have been lost over the centuries. From time to time, however, a work that was believed lost turns up in the most unusual circumstances. Such is the case with several ancient texts which have come to light in a document known as the Archimedes palimpsest. John Silverstone.
A palimpsest is a manuscript on which two or more different texts have been written, one over the other, with the first being erased to make room for the next. The Archimedes palimpsest is a medieval parchment manuscript, ostensibly a prayer book that was completed in the 13th century, almost certainly in Constantinople. However, it uses parchment on which were previously written a number of ancient works, including 7 by the great mathematician Archimedes.
Parchment is specially prepared and scraped animal skin, and is much stronger and hard-wearing than paper. Indeed, it is sufficiently durable that writing can be scraped off with a knife, allowing it to be reused for a new text. So, if you are short of parchment but do not care too much about your existing books, you can erase their text and reconstitute them as a new book. So, although the Archimedes palimpsest actually looks like a prayer book, between the lines it actually contains several classical mathematical texts.
After spending most of the 20th century in a private collection, the Archimedes palimpsest was sold in 1998. The new owner made the document available for study in the following year. A team of leading American scientists used a new technique called multispectral imaging to examine the palimpsest. This technique uses photographs of different wavelengths to enhance particular characteristics of the text. Not only did they get a clearer view of Archimedes' work, but it also showed that another text was also in the palimpsest. This text is the only known transcription of Hyperidas, an Athenian politician from the 4th century BC.
But even with the multispectral imaging, one of the texts was proving particularly difficult to read. Nevertheless, by making some subtle adjustments, another hidden text was suddenly revealed, written in ancient Greek. Further study of this new text showed it to be an early commentary on Aristotle's Categories, probably the well-known but long-lost commentary by Alexander of Aphrodisias. This was an important find, as together with the work of Hyperidas and two of Archimedes' works, the Method of Mechanical Theorems and the Stomachion, this text now exists only in the Archimedes palimpsest.